Right guys, yeah, back in with a cabbie and in with a tow board. If you can see on that side, we've got a few spots in that side holding it into position. We're just about going to this side, get a few spots into this side, hold it in position, and then, oh, hi by the way, I hope you're all keeping well, looking forward to Christmas and all that. Right, I'm looking forward to getting around here without breaking my neck. I don't know if we can see anything here. I think we can see subframes in, so obviously we'll put the subframe in, make sure the tow board lines up, and it does. It's all sweet and rosy and as it should be. I don't know if you can notice there, obviously it is Cabriolet front subframe. Don't know if any of you noticed, but there is a difference. Not a massive difference, but might as well show you it while we're here. And that there, this little loop, move the camera around, see if you can see it there, onto this plate here, which goes, bolts onto the subframe up here. Just a toy nine, that's the only difference really between the cabbie subframe and a normal subframe. Anyway, back to where we are. Obviously we've got the back end, that lot. We've welded just at the back in here, we can't see, but just below where the seatbelt mounts go, where the boot floor attaches to the bulkhead, that's welded up now. I've had to do a few alterations to the little jig thing, obviously, to be able to get the subframe in. You know, it was just crashing with the front bar. At least in this position we can still use the jig and get the front panels on, and you know, we can leave the jig in position. I'm not entirely sure what we're doing when we get to that point on front panels. We may leave the jig in, we may cut it out. It's going to have to come out at some point. I'm hoping to try and keep some of it for painting, but we'll see. Right, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to steadily break my neck as I walk around here. Then we're going to get ready and get a few spots in, put them spot welds in down the bottom there. Then we can get the subframe out and get the top bit spot welded. I think one thing I'm going to have to look for is either that or stop wearing joggers for working. So I was working in joggers earlier. I usually wear jeans, but it was just easy to shut a pair of joggers on. And I was grinding with a wire brush, crouched down, and one of the bits of wire off the wheel jettisoned itself, boom, straight in my crotch area. So I think I may be needing some eye protection, or wear jeans. But there's one to watch out for. Joggers are not a lot of protection against flying bits of metal, apparently. Who would have thought it? Anyway, let's get on, get some spot welds put into this job. I think I can find you somewhere nice to sit, hopefully. That's not too bad there. Let's have a see if we can see what he was seeing. Maybe a bit further back here, see what we've got. How's about that, guys? So we'll shove views on there, I'll get these spots in, then we can get rid of the subframe, and then we can go up the top and get these top spot welds in once the subframe's out. Once I get so far obviously along these bottom ones, what I do have to do once I get so far along, so I've only got the short arms on the spot weld at the minute, I'll have to swap the arms out so I can reach over to the transmission tunnel area and down this area, you know, to get these spots. Right, I'll get on and get these spots in. Yeah, it's a bit tight in here with the two cars, but still manageable. I'll have to have a clean roundabout and clean it a bit more up, I think. Right, look, where are we? panel starting, there's just a little bit of a gap here, so we'll start dollying that back as we go. It's got us back. I wouldn't mind something a bit nicer than the hammer to dolly it back with. I did have a decent chisel kicking out somewhere. There we are. I've got a bit of a gap that I need to take care of, just on the underside. Trying to get the same time as spotting. Doesn't want to know. Isn't too bad on the camera, but let's go down this bottom road and see what we can get in. Okay, so we've got a good few tacks in there. Make sure the panel's nice and tight in this corner, so I'll get a few more spots along the back into there. And then I can go for the subframe drop out, and then we can get this back in here. Obviously I do apologise about all the noise and sudden clattering, sudden banging, but it has to be done. So yeah, not sure if you can see where we are. So we're across to there. Let's say longer tongues on to do around the tunnel, but I just want to get these in so they're in and solid. I can drop the front subframe out then, and then get this the top line in. Once I get most of the top line in, I'll swap the tongues over, finish the rest of it off same as we have in the back.
Hi.
Hiya.
How's it going?
Okay, what you doing?
I'm spying on you. It's looking very interesting. I've watched you there before.
Will you come to help?
Sadly not, no. I've gone to get buy tea though. I suppose I'll get away with that.
Is it going to be long?
Oh, I wouldn't have thought so.
Am I going to get much more work done?
You can't. You can get as much as you need.
Don't say that. You can't say you're going to do tea and then say that. That's a ridiculous thing to say. Absolutely ridiculous.
By the time I go, it'll be about an hour and it'll be ready.
Super stuff. So, right, yeah, that guys, you've got an hour with me. And then, yeah, like I'd really put up with an hour of me. I wouldn't even put up with an hour of me. Are you going?
I am. I'll see you later.
Bye-zy bye. You take it easy.
Bye.
Watch what you're doing.
Love
you too. Bye-zy. Right, so after that uncalled for interruption, yeah, we can get back on. What were we doing? Can't remember. Oh yeah, a few spots down the back where we've dressed it up there. And then we can drop the subframe out. I could drop the subframe out now, but I might as well hide them spots in first. Right, I'll shove yours back in the cardboard box. Right guys, so I'm going to pull the subframe out now. Thankfully it was not crazily bolted in, so it won't take long. Didn't fully bolt it in, just bolted in, so I'll pull it up and straight to the car, and then just put some canvas and low point on the bottom. Right guys, so I've just got the tower bolts to undo now, and then hopefully ease it down, so I can't fully remove the subframe out of here. It's sort of trapped around the split device. Out. I'll see where the boss will let me get out with it and not be hanging around without it. It is a one-man job, eh? Well, yeah, I've got hold of the subframe. Some hand tight in this. And we're away. Right, get the subframe down a little bit. And lay it to the floor now. Right. Right guys. Grab you around here, get my breath back. So we've got the subby down now. We're going to go along, get this top lip in. And get the camera in position where I can show you. So we'll go in, get this top lip along here, as much of it as we can, you know, get in position. And then we'll have to swap over the tongues. Right, I'll get this clamped and then get on with it. With time not being on our side and all that, see if we can get you a better vantage point. Hi guys, I'll probably hit that zoom again, have I? No, I have now though. Right, see what we've got. I actually see a bit there, it just won't balance. Right guys, I'm hoping you can make out what's going on there. I'm hoping, maybe if I take this off the bottom of the camera it might help a little bit. I do apologise for the camera flying about all over at the minute. I say normal service will resume, but it's probably is normal service. Listen, goldfish. Here we go. Right, see if that's any better. Yeah, that looks better to me. You can see the cross member. We don't need to see the cross member like, but we can see the cross member, we can see the floorboard. So let's get it clamped up. see if we can get a couple of spots in on this side. Hopefully the panels are close enough there. The spot weld that pull them together. So we've got a couple on there. Just going to tap this coming along there around. Too bad. See if we can sneak a little bit further down. just give tips a quick dress over. They do seem to get clarky quite quickly. As we reach with the short arms, so we'll get set up to the other side and tack the other side across now. Again, this side, once I slot the dolly in, we can't really dolly it until we get a couple of spot welds on it. So that's what we'll do. Oh, there's the camera pointing now. I hope you haven't just been getting seat screw all this time. Oh no, you might be getting some right. So, I was saying, I'm just going to run this top in now. So I'll get a couple of spots in that and get rid of these mollies and then start panelling across. Hopefully. Oh, everything looks smooth, that is. Oh, there we go. So we've got a few in there, put a few more in and then see whether we need to dolly anything back in or whether they're just going to pull themselves into line. I mean, that might want a bit of a dolly work there. Pushing my lock there, I think. I'm sure this arm's moved down a bit, don't seem to have the clamping power I had. Give it a shuffle. Right now a bit more clamping power, see if that helps the situation. We've got what we've got there, so I'm going to try and dolly a bit more of the metal so it meets each other. It's a bit hard to clamp it, so there's nowhere to clamp. temperatures are going up, I'm actually going to take the coat off, or whether it's just carting that spot welder around. Right, see where we are and see what we've got. Let's have a look, see what that's given us. Oh, there goes the light. That's as far as we're going across the top there. I've got a few more that I'm going to put in the bottom here, which I couldn't get in there. So it needed a little bit of dressing up. See, it's all nice and solid up there. So we use the longer tongs to get the rest of the way across there. They're a bit of a pain to use, obviously. This isn't a professional spot welder setup really, so they are a bit of a pain to use. They are a DIY setup, you know. If you're going to be doing this 24/7, you'd want something a bit more up to it. But saying that, as you can see, they do the job and they do the job well. Just got to be a bit patient. Right, I forgot about the light as well. There we go. Get the light back on the show. and we'll get these few spots in down the bottom. Now look at swapping my arms out. Right down on this, I think. Right guys, oh look at that lovely camera work. You're tripping over everything. I better not lean on the car because the car's rocking all over the place. So yeah, you can see we've gone so far along the top, we've gone so far along the bottom. Just got to dolly up round the transmission tunnel area now. Get the longer arms on, get the top bit in, bottom bit in round the transmission tunnel, and that's the toe board in. And once the toe board in, that opens us up to a whole load more fun. It means we can come in and trim this bit of, I left this little bit of inner wing on here, because obviously there's no strength in this panel really once the toe board's away, so I left a little bit of the inner wing on this side, left quite a bit of on that side, but mainly just to stop this panel flapping about so it couldn't get damaged or bent or anything while we were, you know, fiddling about and messing about. Anyway, there's a subby down there, nicely trapped. Probably stay there for a while, so we won't be offering it back up again obviously. As bits and pieces go on. It was nice to see the subframe back in. It's been a few years since subby was in. So, right, I want to get on, I'll get these wherever I've put them. There they are. These longer tongs put on. I'll get these on and I'll get spotted up further along. Right guys, I'm not gonna bore you with a tedium of swapping these over. What we'll do, we'll call it a video. And say that's a toe board more or less in really, just a few more spot welds to do. We have the subframe in, all lined up lovely with a subframe, lines up lovely with the floor, happy as a pig in mud. So yeah, I'll get these few spots on, bit of luck, maybe tomorrow move on to the inner wing. Yeah, that inner wing sorted, and I've got to move on to that one. That's a ton of grinding when we move on to that one. Like, obviously there's quite a bit of work on the inner wings on these, because you've got to work out what we're going to spot weld and what we aren't going to spot weld, so we can reach some of it. Like, might be able to reach in here with a spot weld, and might be able to reach around here, but will we be able to reach here? I think we'll be able to reach the bulkhead. Obviously we can reach over here, but you know, it'll be a case of what we can reach, and then we've got to mark out on the wing what we can't reach. We'll have to plug weld, which will probably be this run here. It'll be plug welded, and what we can reach will obviously be spot welded, but obviously we've got to mark the wing up, dress all the paint off where we need it dressed off both sides, and then maybe do some drillings. We'll have to drill the plugs for this one, because there's no way that's a good few mil thick. That there's no way that spot weld will weld it in a wing to that satisfactorily. Anyway, right, I suppose kept enough for your time, but we've got a toe board in, we've got a floor in, we've got a boot floor in. Happy days, things are moving forward at a nice rate now. Hopefully within a week or so, hopefully. Depends how the Christmas break goes. I don't know how long the shutdown for. Might be in the new year now, before we get our reinforcement plates back. Hopefully it won't be new year, and hopefully we'll have them back and we can get them in. And yeah, so once we've got the inner wings on, we can get the front end on. Once we've got the front end on, we've only got the back end to sort out, and then it's little bits and pieces. Little captive bolts which hold the fuel lines in place, captive bolts which hold the fuel line protector plate in place at the front. They don't come on the panels, so we'll have to fit them all ourselves. So just daft little bits like that, but if we can get this up solid and as a shell, just with them daft little bits, I don't mind putting it in primer and then having to grind a bit off if we need to take a little bit of a break. Anyway, rattling on too much, aren't I? Right guys, all them plans, see you later. Let's see if you all materialise. You all have a good one, take it easy. Right guys, we're just tacking this a little bit on the end just to show you know we got the toe board in, and yeah, job's good, happy days. So next it's going to be the inner wing. Right, it's in the last video. See you later, have a good one, bye bye.